Hello everybody, and welcome back to another stream. Today we are playing a game that we haven't played in a very long time, not since the 1.0, which is Cataclismo. It is a game I very much like to play myself. We started playing it in the early access, towards the end of early access, I believe, or halfway towards the end. I don't really know. I don't really remember. But it's a really fun game. It is basically a city builder slash tower defense sort of setup. Very similar to games you might like They Are Billions, for example. They Are Billions is probably the closest, comparison to what Cataclismo is. A city builder where you get attacked by, in that game, by zombies. You have to rebuild your town, get stronger, wipe out the map, all the zombies, and make it safe for the new human population as you're expanding your empire. And this is basically the same, except in this game, the zombies are horrors, which, to my understanding, they are basically humans slash animals that are like transformed by the mist, by the Cataclismo. You have to defend against those guys. Now, of course, we played the campaign for this game, like I said, in the early access, and in the 1.0 we did a playthrough as well, also an early playthrough. But today we are not here for that. Today we are here for the Old Kingdom, which is a new DLC that will be releasing within a couple of days. I believe it releases on the 20th. Let me just quickly double check that info right there. Yep, it's set to release on August the 20th, but I have been allowed to have an early look on the game, so that is pretty freaking awesome. Very much looking forward to it. It is similar to the campaign in a bunch of ways, but also very different. And instead of me trying to explain it in a very bad way, let's just play the game. Because that will be a lot easier to show you what I'm talking about as we're playing it. So, yeah. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Solar, Farisha, everybody else in chat, thanks for being here hanging out. And let's play the Old Kingdom. There we go. Play the campaign mode first. Before playing this mode, it is recommended you start with the Cataclismo campaign. The campaign helps you learn the basic mechanics and controls, but also tactics and strategies. Well, I'm already somewhat of a pro at this game myself, if I may say so myself anyway. So I don't think we need to play any campaign first. We've already played it like 3 times maybe. Total. Alright, let's just go for a medium difficulty. Could probably go for hard. I think I might be able to do it. But let's just go for medium. Because some missions are probably gonna, wreck my face anyway. So, we'll see. Let's see. That's just fine, I think. Alright. Ooh, new story. Iris held the darkness at bay. When the light of her last spell faded, humanity was still standing. We held to the southern citadels for long years and longer nights. Beyond the mountains, the mist shallowed the roads and fields and memory. But the bastions of the north still call to us. If their orbs can be awakened again, the light may hold. Alright, so yeah, this is after the events of the campaign, in which you help Iris, of course, to stop the Cataclismo, right? So, yeah, this is after those events, many years after. It doesn't really say how long, but long years, longer nights, so, yeah, quite a long time after, I guess. Past the frontier stand 6 lost citadels and their iridescent palace. Their fires are dim, their stones are silent, but they are not forgotten. If they still stand, they must be reclaimed. If they have fallen, their ruins must be fortified once more. March outward. Relight the chain of strongholds before the darkness closes in for good. Alright, we shall. We shall do that. Day 1. Alright, here we go. We got a little explanation here. Conquer to survive. In this mode, you have to conquer all the citadels and survive the waves of horrors that will come each night. You will start with none of the citadels under your control. In order to conquer a citadel, you must deploy at least one unit there, explore to find abandoned resources, grow your defenses, and survive the night. You can skip a day without deploying if you wish, but doing so will lose the opportunity to strengthen your defenses. Eventually, the citadels will be threatened by the deadly horror attacks. These are waves of enemies of greater size and threat. Deal with them or lose control of the citadel. Manage resources wisely. You can send resource convoys or military squads from a conquered citadel to another to support them or prepare for an attack. You can also send resources to strategic sites in order to claim their rewards. If you send more resources than the citadel can store, the access will be lost. The Hogar trading post is the main source of external support. Send resources there to trade for might and spend it to recruit military units. Let's see, the sawmill, quarry, and air filters built in a level will provide resources each day on the war map. Right. Alright, yeah, so this game is very different. This game mode is very different than the campaign. In the campaign, you know, you conquer what you do one mission, right? Which is about, I think, 3 days worth, if I'm not mistaken. Each mission in the campaign is like 3 days and nights, in which you have, you know, the daytime is your preparation time, right? You explore, you prepare, you fight a couple of horrors on the map. And then you have a little bit more time afterwards to prepare for the night to come, which of course will release a wave of horrors at you, coming towards your town, your settlement. And then, you know, once you completed the mission, that mission is done and you move on to the next one, basically. In this one, it is very different from my understanding. So you have a set amount of days. You know, every day the threat will increase. The waves of horrors will become harder and harder and harder every single day. And you have to prepare, level up, improve, and defend all of these citadels eventually to win the game mode. So we're starting, of course, over here. This is where we start off, sending troops to this one. Now I have to take control of every single one of these citadels. And, well, survive, basically, towards the very end. Looks like there's a couple of things here, like watchtowers, reducing the strength of the horror waves. Gain knowledge points, that's good. We got some, some faster travel options, I guess, right? Instead of having to go all the way around, we can unlock bridges to quickly get to the citadel from this one to this one, for example. Or straight from this one over here or over there. Yep. Alright, cool. Let's get this party started. Let's see. So we have 75 might. Start at the Hogar trading post. Let's see. We have a bowman, which is worth 20 points, 20 might, and a lobber is 25. We're probably going to want to have at least one of each. At least. That's 45 points, and then we can go for another, either another lobber, brings us up to 70, or another bowman, which brings us up to 65. Do we have 10 points left, or 5 points left? I guess we'll go with this. 2 ranged, 2 bowmen, 1 lobber. The lobber is more relatively close range, and bowman is, of course, a little bit further away. So that's pretty much a good combo, I think. Alright, let's send them over to Green Rose. The hinterlands. One skull right there. Can we zoom in a bit? Oh yeah, there you go. That's a little bit easier to see stuff then. Yeah, one skull of difficulty. This one is 2. 2 as well. This one is 3. 4. 5. There you go. Yeah, so it increases in difficulty as you go, of course. And then also the amount of days increase difficulty as well. So I guess your goal is to get to the get to conquering the final citadel as quickly as possible, but also make sure your citadels are, all of them, prepared for the deadly waves of horrors that the game will send after you. So that's gonna be very interesting. Alright, let's send over these guys. There we go. Alright, well, that's all we can send. Only 3 troops. That's all we can play around with right now. Deploy. Let's see, wave power 9, 5%. Increase. Wave multipliers 5%. Skulls. I guess that means these skulls 5% more or whatever. Not quite sure. Let's see, conquer the citadel. Victory 5 might. Conquest first time 50 might, so 55 total, I'm guessing. And 3 knowledge points. Which of course we're going to be able to spend in here to get upgrades and such. Right. Deploy now. Let's do it. Probably going to want to pause the game quite a lot, you know, as we explore a bit. It's probably going to be smart.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, reinforcements have arrived. Let's pause the game like I said. First, let me double check something just real quick. Very quick, just always want to do something. Alright, all seems well. Perfect. Right. Here we are. So, what do we start with? Okay. So we got a little bit of a horror spawn area over here. A nest. Got some abandoned resources back there. Some stone. Some wood. Alright, that's everything around the citadel. Got, of course, our 3 units to start with. Not sure if we can take on this one immediately. Might be rough. Let's see. Alright, well, first things first. We're gonna need resources. So let's send one of the archers there. Let's send the other 2, I guess, in this direction to gather that one.
I'm ready.
Looks like that's a little bit of a plateau there. So should be safe. Send them there. Unless there's somebody waiting for me here. And that could be trouble, but we'll see. Alright. And yeah, we don't have any resources to build with right now. Oh wait, we can do the sawmill. That only takes oxygen. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, we want to build this one as soon as possible. And of course get the most amount of wood as possible as well. Hey there, Brent. How you doing? Alright, so we're going to get 10 here. And we want to place it as close as possible too. So the most amount of resources as close as possible to the citadel. Because that means you'll be using fewer people to bring the resources to the citadel, making it more efficient, and ultimately getting more like per minute, basically. Let's see. So we can get 13 here. Maximum, it looks like. Yeah, 14 doesn't work right there. All right, let's do 13 right there. Place it like that. Boom. Here's only 2 woods. That's not worth it. We'll do this 10, I suppose. Now, is it better to do it like this or like this? We also have to think about the space that we're using. We got to be efficient with the placement too. Because, of course, you have limited space. I mean, you can expand, of course, towards the map. You know, over the entire map, basically, ultimately. But early, it's probably going to be hard, so... Let's place it here. Then we have a little bit more space here to work with. Maybe in the future, build something. There you go. So build those. That's good. That's the first thing we can build. We can't really build anything else until we pick up those resources. So it's on pause right there. There you go. Let's bring that one back there immediately. Which now allows us to get a quarry built. Now, it looks like we have a couple of options already. We can put a quarry here. The downside is there's a horror nest right there, so they'll probably immediately attack it. So I don't think that's a smart idea right now. Because they'll just destroy it as soon as they get a chance. We also have a stone area over here. Here we get only stone. Here we get stone and minerals, and here we also get a little bit of stone and minerals. Not as much stone, though. We're probably going to need a lot more stone first. How many resources do we have? And people, because we only have 4 people right now, 4 citizens left. That's also important. Yeah, we're going to need to build some shacks, too, so we can get more people. Alright. First things first, I'm the realist. Let's see. We're gonna need more oxygen generation as well, which also takes people, of course. Okay. Let's first build a quarry here. Get the most amount of stone at a safe distance from any horrors. Looks like 7 is the max of what we can get right here. Just put it in the corner there, I suppose. There you go. Alright. Was hoping to also be able to do this one, but yeah, we don't have enough people. Let's build a shack immediately. As many as possible, actually. Can we do one of our pre-built blueprint thingies? Let's see. That takes too much wood. That takes too much wood. How much wood is one shack? 30. We have 125. Let's see, so 60. We can do 4 of them. We can do 4 of them. Okay, well that's fine. I'm just going to build it anyway, because if it's incomplete, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It just won't build it. You know, it just won't build it, so that's fine. No problem. Now, something I do have to keep in mind, though. This blueprint that I have, it includes an oxygen generator, which has, as you can see, a radius around it, right? And they cannot overlap. So we're going to have to place those smart. And the thing is, you can actually place these oxygen generators. I can't select it right now, so you have to just believe me. But you can place them right here in these squares here. You can place them right there on those squares on top of the citadel. So it's actually good to keep that in mind, because that gives you 2 free spots to place them at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this one like that. That gives me an indication of where, you know, I can place the next one, right? So now I know, like 3 tiles out from the tower. 3 tiles out from the tower, that's where I can build another one, basically. Or where another one can start. Right? So that would be like right here. No. Right here. Yes. This should be a safe place to build another one. Looks like we're having some trouble building something over here.
Post me high.
Not exactly sure why. Nothing is blocking it for as far as I'm aware. Oh, we just don't have enough wood for it. Okay, well that's fine. Then we'll build... I thought we could do... Oh, because these ones got built instead. It prioritized those for some reason. Okay. There you go. So yeah, now this one we can build ourselves, I guess. There you go. And then later on the line, we can just build another home on top of that. Build a staircase, oxygen generator, etc., etc. Perfect. That'll be good. Alright, good. Good stuff. Alright, that archer can be over there again. That one got the resources that I wanted. There's some oxygen there, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be enemies around there, so... We don't see anybody yet. We're going to get attacked from this side, by the way. It doesn't give me a path yet. I believe once the like the battle phase starts, or right before the battle phase, like a prep phase basically, I believe it will give me an indicator of like where they're gonna walk, the horrors. You know, whether they're gonna come from this side or this side or this side or like this or whatever. It should let us know. There's definitely something to keep in mind there. I gotta be able to prepare for the attack to come. Alright, let's put our troops just right here for now, all of them. There you go.
Yeah.
Put them right there for now. Everything is being built. We can't do anything right now anyway. Just a little bit of waiting. Alright, there you go. The sawmills are done. Now, we have one more citizen left. And you can actually use more citizens as employees, as workers at these buildings. Currently, we have one worker in there, which gives us 19 wood per minute at a cost of 30 oxygen. I believe the oxygen does not increase, so that's good. But now we can add a worker, so we go from 19 per minute to 38 per minute. And you can see this icon is now, you know, a worker with the green number 2. I think we can upgrade it like once more or twice more. And then we have like the full possible production or something like that. But again, that depends on how close the sawmill is to your citadel. Right? Right now, they're pretty close. So we get a high production out of it per minute. But if we place one like all the way out here, we're going to need way more workers to get the same amount of wood per minute, right? So that's something to keep in mind. You definitely want to get the resources closest to home first, as long as you get a good number out of them, right? I mean, this was 10. This was like 13. I mean, this was only 2, right? It is closer, but it's only 2, so not a great value out of that one, you know? Something to keep in mind as well. Hey there, Floristic. Good to see you there. Alright, so now I guess we wait a little bit longer again. Now we're going to start getting a little bit more wood. 58 per minute right now. The homes have been built. That is a good thing, because that gives us 16 more citizens. Which means we can add another citizen here. Now it becomes green right here. Optimal amount of workers assigned. There you go. That's the optimal amount. Now, if you upgrade your building later in the level, like way later in the playthrough, it may need to recalculate the path. You click this button, it will also give you a notification. It will say like, you know, the workers, you know, too many workers or whatever, you click here, recalculate path. It will take the shortest route possible. And then you can reassign the right amount of workers there. The optimal amount of workers for the most efficiency, for the most resources. There you go. So we're going to do the same thing here right now. 20 per minute with one worker. The second worker is already optimal, it says. There you go. And now too many workers. So we go down by 1. 33 per minute from that one. 43 from this one because this was a greater value. There's more trees around it. Floristic, good to see you there, of course. Welcome. How you doing, bro? It's been a little while since I saw you. Alright, so that's good. The woodworking done, the sawmills. Now, of course, the quarry. We're going to want to hire more people there, too. There you go. Optimal. Now, see, it says optimal 2 workers already. But I can actually increase it by 1 more. But it will only give me 1 more stone per minute. From 2 to 3 workers is only 1 more stone. So yes, you do get more. But honestly, it's not worth it. Because, well, it's only 1 more per minute, right? And 1 worker is actually quite valuable. As you can see here with the sawmill, 1 worker can push you from 20 to 33. Or from 38 to 43. Which is also a small step, but better than only 1, obviously. So you want to assign them very carefully. You really want to consider, okay, is it worth putting this 1 worker for 1 per minute? You know what I mean? Gotta be careful with your placement there. Now, because we have more homes and more buildings that require oxygen, we are low. Minus 75. So now we're going to have to build some more, which means we need more wood first. So we're going to wait. Because we can't really do anything else. And I actually think I want to try to take on this nest here. It is a bit risky, because if there's too many attacking me from it, then this might be a very short mission. But we have 200 wood to work with. And we already have some pre-built stuff as well, which they'll try to attack. Yeah, I think I do want to try. Let's bring our soldiers a little closer already.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be in attack range yet. Attack range is, yeah, pretty far. This bit still left. There you go. So yeah, we have this brood nest. Breeding ground that spawns horrors over time when attacked. Yeah. I mean, in my experience, it spawns like a whole bunch of them at once. But yeah. Let's see. Do I have any pre-built stuff left for my campaigns and whatnot? I have a lot of, like, I guess, mid to end game builds, which obviously right now are not going to help me. Because I don't have the upgrades to even get that stuff sometimes. I could do something simple like this maybe, without the flags. Because for flags we need the minerals. The flags will boost your damage. So obviously that would be good, but yeah, we don't have it. We have 200 stone. So we can't go too crazy with anything either. Can't go too crazy with it. Should probably just try and build this. Can I place that there? I think that should be fine. Let's see. Before we do anything else, let's create a time anchor, which is basically a quick save. But it's kind of, you know, it's like a lore thing. A time anchor. But it's basically a quick save. And you can load the time anchor again and go back to it. Hey, would you look at that. Var, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. That's freaking awesome. To Tobias, Resurgam. That's a very hard username to say, but Resurgam, Sean, Grandpa Reacts, and Keon. Thank you so much. Thank you for gifting those. As always, you're freaking amazing. Yeah, can we get some hearts in the chat for Var? There you go. Solar already did it before I had a chance to say it. Good job. There you go. Perfect. Right, let's build the tower. Now, we don't have enough resources to build all of it, so we're going to have to adjust it a bit, probably. Alright, there you go. That's as high as we can get it right now with the stone that we have available. So I'm just going to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. There you go. Alright, that's good. Now, you got to keep in mind, chat, the higher you build in this game, the higher, you know, the stones you stack on top of each other, the stronger the stone is actually going to be. Like, it's going to have more health, basically, the higher it goes. Like, this stone right here, 5 health. That's all it has. Low toughness. This bad boy, well, you should probably go for a smaller one. The one at the bottom right here right now, 50. So it has times 10, right? The strength. A medium toughness, because you build it up. It became stronger. So that's really important. You want to try and build as high as possible, because that way your defenses will actually become stronger too. That's really important. Now, there's also other bits and pieces in the game that will boost the toughness. Don't know if I have access to those right now. Oh yeah, these ones, the Merlons. Stone cover that boosts the range of the unit, which is also good, of course. Right, so if I place this one right here, it will boost the unit that's standing in the middle right there, the range. And also upgrades the toughness of any piece of stone below it. So if I build it right here, you can see it changing color. So now it's even tougher. So now, again, this piece of stone, high toughness, is worth 150 health. Is where the medium toughness is 60. And let's see, do we have a bigger piece right here? Well, it's not quite the same. Oh, yeah, we don't really have the same piece over here, because this is a double piece, right? But you get the idea. So yeah, the higher you build, or the better the defenses that you build, the stronger the health of your defense, which is really important, obviously. But, of course, it loses you surface area to place your units, right? Like, now I can't place a unit right here. I have to place it in the middle there instead. So it's something to keep in mind as well. Sometimes it's better to just not do this, because they can have more units on top of the tower. But in general, it's probably a good idea to get these upgrades anyway. Let's see, let's do that one right there. So now we have secured this corner here with a bit more strength, which will be useful. So we're going to put one bowman on that one. We're going to put one bowman on the other one.
Yeah.
And then the lobber, I mean, we're just going to lob that one right in the middle somewhere, I guess.
Let's go already.
Should be able to access that with that that staircase there. All right, hopefully we did well. Because actually I'm kind of nervous, because if too many enemies come pouring out of this, they will not just target our tower, they can also target this and ultimately break through to the citadel, of course. So it is a bit risky. But it is a risk we're going to have to take. There you go. First shot is fired. Let's stop this guy from firing right now for a second.
Yes.
There you go. And now they can target the units. There you go. I didn't want him to target the brood nest again, to prevent him from accidentally drawing too much attention, right? Well, it looks like for some reason they're stalling. I don't know why. I literally have no idea why they're stalling right there. Okay, but some of them are being drawn in again. That's good. Perfect. Honestly, this is good. I was worried that they were going to attack this and get through this to the citadel. But for some reason, something is stopping them, which is awesome. Honestly. Now, another good thing to keep in mind, chat. I haven't really done that right now because we simply just don't have the resources and the upgrades to do it properly. But each of these units will have a higher strength. They will do more damage or have a special effect based on the height at which they're placed.
Yeah.
The lobber, for example, right here, if I'm hovering over him, you can see the green triangles. I'll get a little closer so it's easier to see. You can see the green triangles and you can see the white like diamonds, right? The white diamonds is normal damage. The green ones are like a higher damage. So it's very important to keep in mind. Now, you can see right here, a low ground unit, 4 meters or less above target. And then with the green triangle, increased splash damage. So that is very useful. If I place this one closer to the ground or at ground level, like if I just put him here, he will actually do more damage to the enemy than he's doing right now. To the ones at the bottom there, as you can see. Because those are in the white zone, right? But these guys actually do more damage from higher up, as you can see. You can see the meters right here is 5 or 5 meters height. So this one is 1 block too high, but this one is perfect. Because the bowmen are a high ground unit, 5 meters or higher above the target. Increases critical chance. So anything on ground level right here, they will do more damage. They will do more crit damage, I believe. Yeah, crit chance. Crit chance, not damage. And anything like up here, for example, because it's on the same height as them, is just normal damage. So that's very important, especially in the late game. Especially late game. Very important to keep that in mind when building your defenses. Because you can have, for example, I mean, I have a couple of blueprints, right? Like I have this tower, where I have 2 different heights right there, for example. One for the lobbers and the trappers, and one for the bowmen, etc. So they can do extra damage. So very important to keep that stuff in mind as well. There you go. Let's take them out. Now it looks like I have finally enough wood now to get ourselves another oxygen generator, another filter. So we're going to put that filter right up here, like I said. There you go, 180. Now these filters also benefit from the height that you place them at. At the bottom, you cannot place them. If you place them a bit higher, 272. If you place them, let's say here, or, well, at this level, 144. And anything a bit higher is 180. So you want to place these at that level, because then you get the maximum amount of oxygen from these filters. Also, very important, obviously. That will really help out doing that properly. Alright, we've almost taken care of all these troops. Alright, the last ones are being drawn in. Perfect. Ooh, now this one is about to break, actually. This block right here. 20 health left. And luckily, luckily we boosted the toughness with this Merlon, as you can see. Right? Because the toughness right now was 150 health. if we hadn't done that, it would have already broken, because otherwise it would have been 60 health. It would have already have broken otherwise. So that's very important. Alright, there you go. We're good. Oh, hold on. Let's not attack it right now. I think all the enemies are out of there right now. I think all of them are gone. Wow, look at that. That is perfect. Now, also, when this breaks, if the other blocks are not supported, obviously it will all come crumbling down, right? Everything, the entire tower will fall down if it's not supported properly. So that's very important as well. A little bit of a good thing though, which it's more of a, you know, good news, bad news situation. If it comes crumbling down on top of your enemy, the enemy will take a little bit of damage from the stones falling on top of their head. So it's not significant, like it's not a one-shot, right? But it does do a little bit of damage. So that's, you know, a little bit of bad, a little bit of good. But ultimately you want to try to avoid that, obviously. Because it's better to keep a tower at full strength, obviously. I don't have to explain that, I'm pretty sure. There you go. Let's put these rangers back in their spots. The lobber can come downstairs because they can't hit that thing. They cannot hit this thing right here from there. So we need to bring this one a little closer so it can help out. There you go. Perfect. So now you can see, because he is on the same level, right? On the ground level, he will do more splash damage. Which right now is not necessary, but just want to showcase the differences. We got a crit there as well. There you go, 2 crits. Nice. And be gone, Satan. Good. Perfect. Now this is really good. This is really good. Because this means now it is safe for us to put a quarry right there when we have the resources to do so. Which, sadly, we don't. But it's possible. Anyway. It's possible. Enter jelly. Good news, we got damage. In bad news, we have no tower. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The good news is one horror got like a 1 damage. The bad news is now all the other 100 horrors will be able to flood the city, destroy the citadel, and make us lose the game. That's basically what it is. Now, after a while, it will actually replenish its health again. So you don't have to repair it. It will automatically it will repair. You don't have to do anything with it. So that's pretty cool. As long as enough time passes, outside of battle mode, I guess, the battle phase, I believe. Outside of battle phase, I'm pretty sure it will just always replenish again. You don't have to worry about rebuilding it or repairing it or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. Alright, what are we going to do right now? We have limited resources. We got 11 citizens left. We already optimized these 3. I can probably do another oxygen thing, but we have another 100 oxygen extra per minute. So it's probably better to focus on either another quarry or expansion. Because we can also build these beacons right here that will cost 5 oxygen per minute maintenance and a one-time cost of 100 oxygen and 24 wood. Which will allow us to place one right here, and then we can, you know, push forward, right? Then we can build more. And that is actually really good because, well, obviously we can place one quarry here, but then later we can also place a quarry right here. So we get all of these resources, right? And even more important right now, perhaps, is wood. Because we got some trees right here, some shrubbery, some trees, etc. Right here, the yellow stuff. And that beacon will allow us to put a sawmill there, which will be very important. So we're going to place a beacon right. Let's place one right there, as close as possible. I guess, there you go. That's fine. Usually I try to put it on the outside as much as possible, as far as possible. But I also want to think about building space, right? Like, I might want to build another housing block right here in the future, or something else. So I'm trying to think about that stuff in advance as well, right? There you go. So this area is conquered now. That's sweet. Perfect. We are still in the daytime phase, so we still have a lot of time left, or what? Well, relatively a lot of time left to prepare. Anyway. What am I going to do next? I don't want to push in this direction because, well, we're not getting attacked from this direction, so it doesn't matter. We are getting attacked from that side later. So we should probably take our units and go this way. Explore a little bit. Now we should take slow steps. Oh, there you go. So there's a couple of horrors right there as well, actually. And there's a bunch of them here. Now these ones are a bit stronger. Over here, we have only been fighting, I think, these ones and maybe this one. The feeble vermin and the vermin. But these guys explode. And they deal pretty high damage. They deal quite a lot of damage. And they have a lot of health too. 240 compared to 10 and 30. So they are much, much stronger. And these guys, lower health than this guy, but much faster. It is a very fast moving horror. It has a higher speed than your unit. So if you're trying to run away, you can't. You cannot run away from this guy. These guys are a bit slower. You can run away from those, but not this guy. This guy will F you up if there's a bunch of them following you for sure. It is possible to try and draw in like just 1 or 2 units at once. And that's probably what I'm gonna want to try and do. But I'm probably gonna want to try and do that from this side, actually. I'm probably gonna go walk around again.
Post me high.
What the hell is that sound? That was a little scary. Alright, we can see more units over here now. More horrors. I believe they won't attack us until we build too close. Or we do anything to draw them in, like putting units closer, or firing at them, of course, or fighting nearby other enemies. We should be fine right now.
Where to?
Let's see. Here's the units again. There's, of course, a bit of fog of war. So if you move out of the area, you don't see them anymore. But they're still there. Trust me. They're still there. Yeah, we're going to get attacked from there. So probably want to put another tower thing over here if possible. So let's destroy this. You do get your stuff back, I believe. I think you do get all your stone back, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Let's get all that back. Then we're going to have to build some defenses back here somewhere. Now, defenses we can actually place anywhere, basically. Anywhere we can basically place stone, except in areas that are occupied by the horrors. If you're building too close to them, basically. But you don't have to build in your city bounds, so to speak. Like, I can just build right over here, for example, if I move my troops closer and I can see the area. You don't have to have a beacon nearby, is basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's see. Let's try and build this one right here, maybe. There you go. Now, this is a little higher, as you can see. So it automatically gives more strength to all of this. All of this. That's really good. That's awesome. But we actually want to get rid of that. Because we don't have enough stone to put the other stuff in. I'm actually going to remove another layer. There you go. And... no, I think we'll keep this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't have the pieces yet for what I want to do. So we're just gonna have to focus on giving the bowmen that crit chance. It's gonna be better probably. Gonna have to focus on that bad boy, I think. Alright, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there, that's fine. Same height as earlier, I suppose. And then we can do this. This, there you go, a bit more strength. Might want to do this side as well.
Not enough stone.
Or remove that one. This one will be lower strength. But what we could also do, of course, is... oh, wait, hold on. No, that will give other complications again. I think this will be fine, actually, doing it like that for now. And then we're going to build some stones over here. There you go.
Not enough stone.
Let's keep it like that. We'll remove some stuff there. Because we don't actually need this necessarily. As long as they don't walk around to attack this, we're fine. As long as they don't do that. There you go. And I can put more Merlons right here. And that way this part is defended as well, right? I think... let's see. Yeah, they can walk up here. But they cannot get down, so that should be fine. Now, they could walk around, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will do that. So we should be okay here.
Yeah.
Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these bowmen up here.
Post me high.
And, I mean, I guess the lobber as well. I was thinking about putting the lobber on the lower level to do more splash damage, but that is kind of risky because I don't want him to die. Let's create another time anchor though, just to be safe. There we go. And it just occurred to me, I have some more wood available to me. Let's see what we can do with that. Because we can do either a quarry or a sawmill. What do I want to do? Let's see, a maximum of 9. A maximum of 9 wood value there. Which is a bit less than this one. So like 30 approximately per minute. Or I could do the quarries now. And the quarries is good too, because from those I can get minerals. Which we also need for defenses for these banners, which boost attack damage. So that's also very important, actually. Let's see. If I place this one here, it's like right over the middle there. Then it's going to overlap. But then this one we can place like this, I suppose. Or we can do it like this. 8 stone, 2 minerals. And then 5 stone, 3 minerals. Or we can do 8 stone, 4 minerals. And 5 and 2. Yeah, we'll go with 8 and 4 first. We'll do that. Hopefully I'm not building it too close, because that would actually be a problem. If I build it too close, then these guys are going to aggro. And we can also do a sawmill. Actually, I didn't think about that, but we can do both, actually. Alright, perfect. Good. Build both of them. Hopefully they won't aggro, because that would be a problem. I think they only aggro when it's built. Alright, but we've gotten these ones' attention now. Luckily, we have a high-strength wall. Now, like I said, this guy is gonna explode. So that could be a problem. That could become a problem. Keep an eye on everything. Alright, it's near exploding. We're not going to be able to take it out in time. So I'm going to move this ranger. I'm going to move everybody one spot over.
Where
to hopefully prevent them from falling down to the ground, right? There you go. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Did it explode or did we kill it in time? I'm honestly not sure. I think we might have killed it in time, honestly. Ooh, that's close. We do not want that, actually.
Post me high.
Don't want to draw those in right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Put those back again. There you go. Alright, these ones are built. Put more workers in there. The optimal amount, 3 for 30. Yeah, 4 doesn't do anything. 30 a minute. And then this guy, right now, 1 worker, 10 stone per minute, 5 minerals per minute. Let's increase that to 2 workers, 3 workers. There you go. 3 workers is 26 stone, 13 minerals. Nice. So we have a lot more per minute extra now, which will definitely be helpful. It doesn't sound like a lot, but everything adds up. It's very important. There you go. And these horrors have been taken out now. Sweet. That means we can get down there. And we can move the border again, basically, right? We can now do that again. Let's maybe place a beacon. I don't know if it's going to attract those guys if I place it here. Sure hope not. No, I think we should be fine. Let's place it. I think we'll be alright. Now it is almost preparation time for the battle. We're nearly there. We can still do everything in prep time. We're going to have to be careful about how we spend our resources. Unfortunately, we did not get any new troops. I was kind of hoping to maybe get a barracks up and running. So we would have more troops for later. But what do we need for that again? 120 wood, 10 citizens. Yeah, we have neither. We have neither of those. keep moving.
Where to?
Alright, no horrors up until here. That's good. This is kind of a safe spot right here. We got more wood over here. That's good to know. Very good. Got more minerals and stone back there too. Don't know what that is. Looks like just mist, actually. Yeah, lots of wood in this area. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have to build beacons towards there first, before we can build a sawmill. Alright, let's just wait a little bit.
The night is nearly here.
Night is nearly there. There you go.
Yeah.
Keep these guys here. Alright, beacon built. Nobody's attacking me yet. Good. Alright, let's get rid of these again. Perfect. Got 280 stone. Should probably just do another tower. It seems to work out quite well for us so far. And we're just gonna place it right here in its path. Hopefully in its path anyway. I'm assuming it's gonna attack like straight like this, but it could go this way possibly, or another route if it's closer. They will always take the closest path though, I believe. With the least resistance as well. So if one path is closer, but there's like a lot of resistance, right? It will try to they'll try to walk around it sometimes. It's good to keep in mind. Now also something to keep in mind here, because of the height differences in the terrain, you gotta keep in mind, you know, the height boosts that you get from your units, right? So if I build it here, it's gonna be 2 higher than this. Meaning, you know, if I build the lobbers at a 3 height right here, it's actually a 5 height. You know what I mean? Kind of important as well to think about. I think I'm just gonna place them right here. I think that should be fine. And then we're gonna lower that bad boy again. There you go. Because then if we do the Merlons, we do get the toughness boost, right? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Perfect. I don't think we have enough stone to go all the way out to the sides. Definitely not all the way. It's definitely not happening. There you go. But what we can do again is the same as earlier. Getting rid of some unnecessary stone, right? And then just building a little bit extra like this. We don't actually need that much right there. There you go. And that is all a high strength wall right there. Perfect. And of course they can walk around it, but I'm hoping to draw them over here, of course, and attack them on this side. Gonna have to keep in mind that these guys are here too. They might try to come towards me, or maybe like this.
Yes.
Okay, they're not in range. That's good. So it should be fine. Alright, let's place these units like that. Like before. Oh, no. Oh, they are in range. That is actually not good. That is actually not good.
Yeah.
That is actually really bad. Because now they're gonna attack this guy.
Yes.
That is no bueno. Come on, come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. Alright.
Hmm?
Alright, they stopped moving.
Huh?
So we should be okay to get back. Because right now, battle time is about to start. The wave, this wave is coming. That was really bad timing. It could have ended really badly. Alright, before the battle starts, is there anything else I want to build real quick? Because during battle time, I don't think we can build anything like this anymore. Yeah, we don't have the barracks. We could do more shacks for later. So we have more people. So we can then do the barracks. That's probably a good idea, honestly. Building more of those. And oxygen is 20 a minute. That's not a lot either. Let's see. Got to keep in mind the distance from this one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think right here. I think right there is fine. Let's see. Could actually put it one closer. Like this, I suppose. Or like this. No, oh, actually, no, never mind. What? Apparently I'm blind. I thought I could put it closer, but I guess not. What? Oh, I see. Never mind. I see what I did wrong there. Yes. Okay. Now, of course, this is not high enough. So in this case, we would do some wooden supports. And now it's high enough to get the maximum oxygen generation. And then we're going to have to make, of course, a little staircase going up there. I believe this works. I believe that'll be fine right there. And of course, then we also need a staircase. Right there. Actually, I just remembered we can do this. That definitely works. There you go. Perfect. Then we have one more home with 4 citizens, and we got more oxygen generation. That's good. And we could build another home or 2. Let's see. Let's build another home, maybe right here, maybe. There we go. Not gonna build this. Not gonna build these staircases right now. We don't have enough for another home, sadly. That's all right. All right. We got what we could do. We did as much as we could. We added citizens here. We added citizens there. We added citizens everywhere. We can't do another quarry over here. We don't have the resources. Alright, that's fine then. I guess that'll be okay. Alright. Hopefully we win this battle. I mean, the first one shouldn't be too difficult.
The horrors are coming.
But hopefully these guys won't interfere. I'm a little worried about those guys. Alright. So yeah, you can see where they're coming from. You can see they're following this path. These guys might... Can they get like this? I'm not sure. It might be drawn in by the fight. Or go this way instead. We'll see. Alright, this is not a big wave. Looks like this is all. So yeah, that's easy. That's honestly easier than the brood nest that we had over there. Oh, they're going all the way around. Look at that. But yeah, luckily it's not a big wave. Otherwise, it would have been trouble. But here we go. Completed the first day on the Green Rose. Now, we actually spent a lot of time on this level because I'm pausing a lot. I'm talking and, explaining the game a lot. But you can do this level in like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe. Like 10 minutes is definitely doable if you don't like pause, right? You can immediately do it in 10 minutes. But I spent 50 minutes on it. Time spent pausing. Wow. That's crazy. A very long time. Yeah, total time 6 minutes. The game itself. Actually. So yeah, less than 10 minutes even. Enemies defeated. Units lost. Kill-death ratio. Very good. No citadel damage. You can see your resources that you got. Now, this is just one day on this level, right? Just one day on this level. Now we're going to continue back to the war map. Another citadel returns to our keeping. Its stones are scarred and its people weary. But the sacred perla gives light once more. For a brief moment, the dark falls back. Then we take the road again. Our work in the north is not done. Alright, day 1 completed. We conquered the citadel of Green Rose. And now, on this war map, we're going to receive these resources every single day. Every day that passes, we're going to receive these resources. These are the units that we have over here. And this is the reward that we got from completing the mission. 55 might, so now we have 65 total. 3 knowledge points up here. There you go. Day 2. The Book of Insight. Unlocking knowledge upgrades. You just earned knowledge points. You can click the Book of Insight button in the HUD, the book icon, to open it and unlock the first upgrades. The Book of Insight upgrades are your main progression in the Old Kingdom. They give you your squads, your citadels, and logistics an edge to survive the next wave of horrors as you reclaim the northern lands. Most upgrades cost knowledge points, but some also require might. That's important. So you're gonna have to choose, do I use my might for things like getting more units over here? Or am I gonna use the might to unlock upgrades in here? For example, unlocking the captor unlocks the captor unit in the Hogar trading post. So just to be clear, this does not unlock the unit in the levels itself. This does not unlock the units in the missions. This just unlocks the unit in this outpost right here, where you can purchase the units and send them to wherever you need them to be. Right? So you do not automatically get them in your levels. That's important right there. You're still gonna want to get some of these, because even if I don't want to hire any captors through the trading post, what I do want to get is the skill. The captor's net that implies stunned to horrors and deals a small amount of damage. Those skills are going to be useful. You're going to have skills for, of course, lobbers and your bowmen and, all the other units. You're going to get skills over here as well from those. So it is still an important tree to unlock at some point. Let's see, right over here we have headquarter defense. Generates a field of damage that hurts all horrors near the citadel. So that's like a last defense kind of option, right? Like, the horrors have already invaded your town. They've already destroyed like most of your city. And now they're around the citadel. And you could do like an area of effect damage around the citadel. Temporarily. It's like a last defense kind of thing. So it's useful, but not always. Only when you've already failed, basically. You get some extra stone pieces and tactical pieces. Also very useful, of course, if you have the resources to build them. Over here you get increased health on your citadel. Useful, but not necessarily, of course. Again, it would be better if they never attack your citadel in the first place, obviously. And then here we got appointed magistrates. Passive resource production from the citadels increased by 15. So that is the passive production that we get every single day up here, right? From each of these citadels. So that's increased through there. Now I think what I want to get is I want to get this one, the stone pieces. Also something important to note. I had 3 points, and to unlock the next layer, the next tier of upgrades, I need to spend 3 points. Level progress, 1 out of 3, right? So once I spend all 2 of these, right, or all 3 of those, I'll unlock the next tier of upgrades. And let's see, I think I'll go for just these 3 right here. There you go. More health for the citadel, more passive income, and the stone pieces. But yeah, now this tier unlocks. So the next time that I have some more knowledge points, I can use those to unlocking these. Some of them anyway. So I could get, for example, the cannoneers at the Hogar trading post. If I unlock this one first, I can get sharper claws, more damage, more traps damage. I can get wooden pieces, tactical pieces, useful. And, oh, right here. Stone pieces deal 100% full damage. So now, whenever a tower collapses onto the enemy, if I get this one, it will do more damage. So that's pretty good, I guess. But, ideally, you don't want your towers to fall at all, obviously. Maximum prosperity is increased to level 3. So this means right now, we can upgrade our citadels in the levels up to level 2, a level 2 citadel. That's the maximum we can get right now. But this means we can level it up to level 3. Maximum. And then there's another one that goes to 4 and, you know. Now this one is actually really good. It will cost both a knowledge point and might, 75. And it will get us citadels gain 5 population, so 5 more citizens. And you gain 180 oxygen production. This is very useful. This is very useful. Does it give you more citizens to use as workers in your sawmills and whatnot? And it will give you just a boost on oxygen generation. So you have to put fewer filters in the level, basically. That's pretty good. Citadel storage increase. Early game, not that important. But in the mid game, this is definitely a good one. Because in the mid game, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to send out convoys to other citadels with resources. Like we're going to have to go here, storehouse, send resources to this one. Then we can choose, you know, a certain amount of resources and send them off. And supply them, basically, with the resources so that we can expand this citadel a bit easier. You know, you have a little bit more starting resources to work with, for example. And you can do the same thing with troops. Send units to this one. It's also going to be very important. But right now, we can't do any of that, really. We don't have any more units. We have unlocked a couple of things in here, though. More stone pieces and such. So now we're just going to replay this level again. So that's very different from the campaign. In the campaign, you play a level once. And that's it, basically. Like, you don't have to replay it again. There's no point, really. But in this mode, you have to replay the same level over and over again. One day, one night, each time. And you're going to have to make choices. Like, one day, you'll be attacked, for example, right? You get a deadly wave coming in 2 or 3 days in this location. But you also want to build up the strength of this citadel. You know, you can choose to play 2 or 3 more days on this citadel, build up the strength there, and then defend yourself against a deadly wave over here. Or you can immediately do the deadly wave, get more might as a reward if you complete it, and then, you know, build up your strength again in this one. So you're gonna have to make some choices there, which is gonna be very interesting. Right now, you know, we don't have to make those choices, but you know, in the mid game, the late game, it's gonna be interesting. All right, plan deployment. Let's do this. Let's play day 2 of the, what was it called again? The Green Rose, I think.
Reinforcements have arrived.
There you go. So the level is exactly the same as we left it. Right? So you keep progressing. You keep building onto it, onto your town, every single day that you play the level, basically. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Now we're going to get attacked over here. So, of course, we're going to want to build defenses probably over here. Or, if possible, try to push through here, secure this area, make it safe. And then build a defense like over here or something. Those are the 2 options, of course, that we have. But first, we have a daytime part. Now, we don't have to do this. We could also just build a defense over here. And that'll probably be fine. And then we can spend our time right now exploring in this direction, maybe. Because we have a lot of wood over here. Or we can spend some time exploring in this direction. Because there's a lot more on the map there. It's kind of hard to see for you guys, probably. But yeah, there's a lot more in this section right here. And a bit more over here. I think I'm going to push for this area. Because it looks like there's a lot of wood over here. Which will be useful, of course, for building more sawmills, more homes, more beacons, etc., etc. More troops, too. That'll be important. Alright.
Uh-huh.
Let's get our lobber.
Yes.
Let's explore with our lobber. I'm going to keep these guys right here as a defense, as a backup.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go low.
I'm just going to try and draw in. Couple of enemies.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Go already.
Get to safety. A little risky. Alright, good. Perfect, we survived.
I'm ready.
Bring that lobber down again.
What? Yeah?
Sweet. Alright, in the meantime, you probably build another beacon right here. Is that gonna draw those guys in? Don't know. Let's do it anyway. I think we're good.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of enemies here. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies drawn in, too. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Carefully keep drawing them in. Take a close eye on, you know, keep an eye on their health, of course. Don't want to lose them. Because losing 1 out of my 3 units would be quite devastating, honestly. That would really slow me down. Speaking of units, we can build a barracks now. We got enough resources. Let's build a barracks. Probably right here is a good spot. Yeah, there you go. Right there, we're going to build a barracks. Sweet. Gonna take a little bit of time to build, of course. Let's see. Can we do a sawmill right now? Couple of wood there. 10, 14, 15 right here. That's still a bit danger zone though, because if I build this here and I draw them in, they could of course target it. And it doesn't have a lot of health. Looks like I'm gonna have to build some support as well. Let's see. There you go, 15. Some stone support so we can place it there. That's probably worth it. Worth a try.
Let's go already. Yeah?
There you go. Draw them in. Try to hurt them as much as possible. Uh-oh. Now see, that one is gonna be trouble. Yep. That one's gonna be trouble. Yeah, so that was a bit of waste of resources right there. Oh, luckily it's only oxygen. It's not like wood or anything. That would be worse, honestly. There you go. Now we can rebuild it again. And actually, we do have a little bit more wood. Or stone, I meant. I was thinking about fortifying this with more stone. But honestly, we're going to get attacked over there soon. So we're going to need every bit of stone that we have here. Put it to good work over here, right? Put it to good use over there. Speaking of which, we need more stone. We can get 5 right there. And this is 3 maximum. Okay. So yeah, let's do this one first. There you go. Perfect. All right. I don't think I want to push that area a bit more. The barracks have been built though. Now we can do a couple of things here. We can gather wood and upgrade our citadel to level 2. Which will unlock more building options and stuff. Like, for example, windows. So we can build more advanced tower setups like this one, for example. Where they can shoot through the windows. That one, for example. We can also get more units. We can also have more units being built. Or upgrade our existing units. More bow damage. More lobber health. More range for all units. What to do first? What to do first? We don't have a lot of people anymore. We're getting 100 wood a minute currently. Minus, not including this one yet. That's probably going to be a 40. 30 or 40 a minute once upgraded with the workers. We don't have enough people though, so should probably just build another shack first. Build another shack right there. Get more people. Wait a little bit, of course. Could try to take these out in the meantime. Make myself useful.
Post me high.
Let's bring these guys back here, maybe. And just destroy this for now. There you go. And then we can do this tower here. Somewhere. We can actually build it at full strength now. Or well, full strength. The blueprint that I have, I mean. Could build it even higher, actually. But yeah, including the banners, which will boost damage. So that's nice.
Oxygen is dwindling.
Good to have. Oxygen dwindling. Yeah, so now we're going to need another air filter, which needs more people first. So we got to wait for that one to be built, which is almost. There you go. Then we can build another oxygen filter. right there. This one has been built as well. So we can add one more worker to that. From 9 per minute to 18. Plus another one makes 27. Plus another one makes 37 a minute. And we can add one more, looks like, later. But we don't have the people right now. Yeah, that will give us another almost 40 wood per minute. Which is really good, obviously.
Where to?
Alright, let's put these archers up here.
Yeah.
And I think this lobber, I'm just going to throw that bad boy up there for now. Down there. Because he'll do more damage there anyway. Or splash damage.
Uh-huh.
It's a bit risky. There you go. But worth it. As long as I'm careful with its health. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Alright, all good. Perfect. Taking out that batch right there. They weren't gonna attack us. Not yet anyway. But I rather, you know, make my units useful whenever possible, right? Because you have a limited time every single day, every single mission to do things, to upgrade your town in any single way. So being able to destroy a couple of enemies here so I can push further next time is a good use of their time. It's always good. But now preparation time is approaching.
Post me high.
So we should bring our units
Where to?
over here so they can fight once more. Alright, let's get ourselves... Oh, actually, we don't have any people right now. Oh, what am I gonna do? Do we have enough time to train another bowman? I don't know if we have enough time to do that. It says 30. I think that's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 24, 24, 24. Don't know if we have enough time. But I think it will be worth it. Let's reduce this one. No, not that one. It's 10 wood. It's quite valuable. Let's see. Which is like one of my worst improvements, I guess. 6 and 3. That's a big one. I guess a little bit less stone. Stone is very important, but it's okay. Let's get another bowman trained. And let's have him go immediately over here once trained. Alright, good. Don't want to give up on that wood right now. Alright, and then in the meantime, we can build another home. There you go. Because we definitely need more. We need more people. We're struggling with those right now. Need more workers. Alright, it's 50%. So yeah, plenty of time for that one, actually. Perfect. Actually, plenty of time. Let's see. How was I gonna do this one again? This air filter. Let's wait until this one is built, I guess, for now.
Huh? The night is nearly here.
Yeah, the night is nearly there. The unit has been made. Perfect. Let's see. This one I was gonna build like this, right? Yeah. Like that. So that means right there. So that means right there is the next one. Right there. There you go. I want to build as many homes as possible right now, I think. So we have a lot more people to work with. A lot more workers to work with. Perfect. Alright. So now we can put this one back. The stone worker. We can actually put another woodworker in here. It gives us a nice boost. 9. And another 4. But at 4, I'm going to say is not worth it right now. Instead, over here. Yeah. A little bit of stone, a little bit more minerals. I'm going to say that that is worth it. That's fine. And then we have one worker left, actually. We can't really put that one anywhere else. Not really. So I guess I could put it here. Or I can try to make another bowman. Do deposits ever deplete? No. They are an infinite source of wood and stone and everything. It's only limited by its, efficiency, right? But how much is there? Like you can see there's a lot of minerals here. There's none over here, no minerals here. And a little bit over there, right? So it's only as efficient as how big the source is, basically. But yeah, they do never deplete. Never. Not the wood, not the stone, not the minerals. So that's really good. Yeah, we should start building our defenses now. How are we gonna build this? I'm assuming it's gonna attack straight like this. I don't think it will go all the way around like that. It could go like this, but it has to go through here then, so they're probably just gonna go straight like this. Now this is higher, so they can't get up here. See, they have to go through here, up this way, or this area here. They can't go up any other way. So yeah, if we build our defenses like right there. That is perfect. Let's see. So this is 3 high right now. Yeah, we don't have the windows unlocked yet. If we had the windows unlocked, we could have built the windows in here. Had the lobbers on one height and then the bowman on another height, right? But we can't really do that right now. However, what I could do they can't get up here. So we can have our lobbers stand right here and attack this area. It won't be able to get that. But it will do more splash damage in this area, so that might be beneficial. That might be good, actually. Alright. Let's keep our lobber there. Get the max damage out of there, hopefully. That might be a good thing. We'll see. Alright, there you go. Not sure. I don't think we can get max strength out of these walls. Pretty darn close, though. We got a little bit more prep time. Let's hold on. Might get enough stone to actually do what I want to do. Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, this is a good toughness already, of course. But I would like to get one more by putting the Merlons on top of it, right? Make them purple like that. I'll make him even stronger. Gonna alternate him first. I feel like that is the best option. With limited stone. And of course, because we are on a bit of a time crunch here, we should build up with wooden staircases as well. At the same time. Should get up there. Let's see. Yeah, we can do it like this. So actually, we don't need this one. I suppose we don't need this one either if we do it properly. Oh no, we do need a little bit of support. Never mind. Alright, there you go. That works. Need a little bit of support there. All good. So now we can place our units up there.
Yes?
I prefer to spread them out if I can.
Post me high.
That way they won't hit the same enemy. You know? When the enemy gets close.
Yeah.
So I prefer to spread them out a bit. I didn't think about these enemies here. I didn't see those before. Alright, let's take them out first. So yeah, a lot of them are probably going to go for that area right there, which the lobber can't get to. But I guess that's why we have an extra bowman. And we could actually go for another unit, maybe. I don't think it will be done in time, but... And an upgrade for the bowman, maybe, too. There you go. One more bowman and an upgrade for the bowman. Perfect. Alright. Let's build the final Merlons that we have. We have 25 stone. Each one costs 6. Or 15 for that one. So the range is boosted for these guys. What about if I boost this one, actually? Hold on. Because I could just do this. Like, I don't have to place it on a wall, right? Right now, this is the range of our lobber. Right here. If I place this one here, actually, it will boost his range all the way up there. It still won't get that corner right there. Still won't. That's pretty good. Now, what if, actually... Can I maybe... This might be worth it. Putting a staircase like that. Put that one up there. The Merlon up there. Because now he's one step further in this direction, giving me a bit more right here. Still a bit of a corner there that he can't get to. But he has a lot more radius that he can attack right now. Look at that. Look at that huge radius. That's gonna be perfect. That's gonna be... This is a really good strategy, I think. I think this is gonna be really good. Alright. Not all of these walls are perfect strength, though. That's alright for now, I think. Oh! Oh my god, chat! We still have this tower! We still have this tower that I can demolish! We have so much stone! What am I even talking about? We've got so much stone! We've got stone for days, son! We got nothing to worry about. I'm crazy, apparently. Alright. Can we push this further? Can I do that? We can. We could put this Merlon like right here instead.
Uh-huh.
Go right there. There you go. Even more over here in that corner. And now we have plenty of stone to just defend the entire wall too. Entire wall, maximum strength, 250 health for this block of stone right here. Which again, because of the toughness, it's 250, right? Otherwise, it would be 5. A base health stone is only 5 health. Now it's 250. That is quite the improvement, I say. That is pretty darn good. Alright, here we go. The horrors are coming. See, they're gonna come from there, like I expected, right there. Looks like they're gonna try and go for my lobber first, actually. Looks like. Can they attack him there? Can they get that stone? Oh, they could. They could actually do that. But what I can do is this. There you go. Defend it a little bit. Hopefully they're not going to go around. Looks like they almost went that way. You saw that? They almost went that way. Alright, it's not a big wave. There you go, that's all. It's only a few enemies. I was probably way over-prepared. But this is a really good starting defense already. That's amazing. Awesome. Let's see, what else did you say there, Floristic? More units is always good. Can you put 2 of those in the same spot as where he's standing? Towers that boost range. Oh, 2 of the Merlons boosting, you mean? I don't think it adds on. No, it's only like 1 range boost. I don't think it increases it further. It's just the 1. They went for the gap on the side. Oh, you mean on the left side there at the wall? I don't think there was actually a gap. I don't think they could have gone through there, but they could have destroyed the blocks, of course, on that side. Because it was a bit weaker, I suppose. That area. The pre-built stuff that was already there at the start of the game. But yeah. The enemy wave wasn't too bad. So, there you go. Right, that's good. Day 3 now. We haven't earned any knowledge points, because you only get those the first time you conquer a citadel. Or, I guess, when you get this one. But we first need to control this citadel right here. And then we can send the resources here and get 10 knowledge points. That'll be good. Alright, but yeah, for now, let's see, we have 20 might. We could send another bowman over here. Potentially. I don't think I want to do that. We got 5 units now. We already got 4 bowmen. We can create them ourselves now, so let's keep our might here for unlocks, for upgrades and stuff. For the time being. That'll probably be fine. Alright. Let's play another level. I mean, there's nothing else we can do right now on this war map. Early game, you just have to keep replaying the same level a bunch of times. But in the mid game, you'll be switching between all these different citadels. Alright. Another attack from here. I mean, that is actually quite convenient. Because that means we can just keep this the way it is. And improve upon it. Basically. So that's very easy. We should probably try to draw in these horrors. Try to clear this area. And maybe even push our defenses to this area right here. Push our defenses right there, maybe. Or like this, perhaps. Looks like there's a... Yeah, there's a wall on both sides here. So, put a wall right in the middle. That'd probably be a good idea. There's a bunch of enemies there that I know of. And another brood nest, looks like. What are we gonna do first? What are we gonna do first? We have another bowman here too. Decisions. Increase lobber health. Let's choose that one first and increase the range, the line of sight for units. That'll be good. Unit needs valid space. One of them doesn't have valid space. I think they're all fine. I don't know what that's about. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring this one over here. Don't know. Can I draw them in from there? I don't think so.
Where to?
Let's get up here. Can draw them in from up here, maybe. There you go. Perfect. Not sure why they're trying to go here, because they literally... They have no way of attacking that dude. Not sure why they were doing that. That was pretty dumb, actually. Alright, cool. That's taken care of. Now, let's create a... let's create an access point here. So a door. There you go. And just the same thing again. Come on. There we go. Can they get through there, actually? I'm not sure.
Go low and throw.
Wait, there is a gap there? Wait, what the hell? You were right. Floristic, you were right. There is a gap there. I thought I closed that completely. Oh boy. Well, that was definitely bad on my end. Yeah, I should not have allowed that. That is actually really bad. There you go. Problem solved. Red arrows went that way. Yeah, I mean, I saw them going to the corner, but I didn't see the gap itself. Yeah. Alright, problem solved now, though. Can this guy still get over here? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is too close to the ground here. That won't work right now. So we're actually going to have to do this a little differently then. We're going to have to do it like this. Like that. And then just like a staircase there that we have to... We're going to have to keep rebuilding that staircase probably. Whenever there's an attack, right? Because they're going to destroy that staircase really easily. Compared to the rest of it.
Let's go already.
Yeah, now we can get through.
I'm ready. Huh?
Where to? Yeah?
Put these
Yes.
units over there.
Post me high.
There you go.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Yeah?
Just gonna draw in a bunch of enemies.
Where to?
Huh?
Perfect. Slowly whittle them down. Let's see. But do they have reason to go there now? To here? I mean, right now we can't see it. We can only see it when the when the preparation mode is going. When it's in the red right here. Preparation mode. Towards nighttime. So we can't see that right now. But they'll still try to take the shortest route, right? They'll try to take the shortest route with the least resistance. That's usually what they'll try to do.
Post me high. Where to?
Gotta be careful. This guy doesn't have a lot of health.
Yeah?
Alright. I think that's all of them then. Yep. Alright, so now we can bring all of these guys over here. Alright, we have a lot of resources now that we can build stuff with or do stuff with. Let's upgrade the Citadel level 2. Because then we can start using the windows in our build, which means we can do multi-tiered towers where lobbers will be at, you know, their perfect height. Bowmen will be at their perfect height, etc., etc. It's gonna be real good. Also, we should probably try to get this quarry soon. See, we have 8 people. For the moment, let's maybe get another lobber. Because we only have 1 lobber so far.
I'm ready.
There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Yes?
Bring everybody over there. And I think there's no more enemies in this area then. Looks like. We don't have enough oxygen for a beacon yet. Set one dude over there. Let's get this oxygen actually. There you go.
Post me high.
Get a little closer there. Right, yeah, so the enemy is gonna come from right there. There's a bit more in that direction, looks like. Not gonna try to go there now. We'll probably just end up trapping our units. Let's see. What does the terrain look like? There's a hole here, so they cannot attack from here. That's blocked off. Up until here. They can enter here and all the way around here as well. There's quite a lot of space they have to walk around. So we would have to like wall off this entire area here. Put a massive wall like here maybe. We can do that if we get rid of this. We'll end up having enough stone probably. We just really don't have a lot of oxygen generation right now, do we? Let's build some oxygen towers. Let's see. One right there. Support that. There you go. Wait, I guess we can do this now. Let's see, where do we place this home again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's probably place it like this. Yeah. Right there, that's good. And of course we need the extra height there. Oxygen tower. Staircase. There you go. And then another staircase. That. Alright, perfect. We have one more home and we got more oxygen generation.
What?
That's good. So maybe try and get another lobber. Almost level 2 citadel. Should be done before the battle. So it's gonna be good. Let's bring that lobber a little closer. Bring that other lobber closer as well once it's done training. There you go. Prosperity level increased.
Oxygen is dwindling.
There you go. So now we unlocked a bunch more stuff to build with. Like the windows, for example. And a bunch of other stuff as well. Masonry Guild, for example. Oh, I forgot. What about 100 wood for that one? We should actually get that one built.
I'm ready.
Let's wait a second. There you go. Because this boosts the output of buildings. See, that one's 30. Where do we get the most amount of wood? This one, right? Yeah. But this one boosts both. Alright, I'm just gonna do both, actually. It's probably better. So this one will boost the output of both the sawmill and the quarry. Place it right there. The least inconvenient place, but it will boost both. We don't see the increase yet. It has to be built first, obviously. But remember, this one is right now 30 a minute wood, right? 30 a minute. And this one is 26 stone, 13 minerals. Let's try to remember those. Because it's going to be a lot better.
Huh? Where to?
Alright, we should start building. So yeah, right here. Up until like here, I guess. Right there. We can create like an L right here. Vent that properly. That will be good. But something to keep in mind here, chat, because this is a hole, our units are gonna be higher than the enemy, right?
What? Hmm?
If they're down there, the enemies are going to be much lower than our the enemy is going to be much lower than our units, meaning that has effect on the you know, the increased damage and whatnot.
I'm ready.
Yes?
So we're going to have to keep that in mind. So for example, right here we can do windows right now. Just looking for the most affordable option right now. We'll just do this at the moment. There you go.
What?
Yeah, we can now do a lobber there, which has a boosted range, a range boost right there from the window.
I'm ready.
And it is as close to the ground as possible, right? It's only 2 meters above here. Well, above here actually, but yeah. Is not too high. So we'll get a good boost out of that. Both damage and range. These are 12 each. So they are expensive, I suppose. Gotta keep that in mind as well. How many lobbers do we have now? We're gonna have 3 total. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 lobbers total. Let's do it like this, maybe. go. Then I'm gonna do another window or two up here. And just another 2 windows here. Because if I just do a regular stone pillar, that's gonna lower the visibility again. If I put a unit like right here, it will lower visibility. And I won't be able to hit all the enemies around here. So that's why I do another window there. For that purpose. I could do a corner one, actually. Now that I think about it. Could do a corner one, there you go. It just looks better, I suppose. But I think it's actually cheaper to do this one instead. Uses fewer stone. So I'm gonna do that instead. There you go. Because then we can do, yeah, 1 lobber there. We can do another lobber, let's say, over here. And then the 3rd lobber we can do like around here. Spread them out a little bit so they don't target the same enemies. Perfect. I'm going to do another window here, again for visibility reasons. There you go. And in here, it doesn't really matter. And now for the bowmen, it doesn't really matter how high we do those now. As long as they're 5 meters above the highest point, basically. So yeah, this is fine. 5 right here, that's fine. This is 4, that's not good. So it needs to be 1 higher, 3 here, it needs to be 2 higher, right? Gotta think about that. There you go. Perfect. And then I guess 1 more. And then over here we can do this piece right here. Nice corner piece. And then we can do the windows again up here for the bowmen. That's gonna be awesome. So then now we have a multi-tiered defense where every unit that we have right now will be at the appropriate height for maximum damage and range as well. That's really cool. It's gonna be real good. All right, I'm gonna destroy some of this right here. We can rebuild it again later, no problem, right? But I need more stone to build these defenses. Let's get a quarry built over here now as well. We hadn't done that yet. And we can build a quarry over here now too, actually. Well, if I have enough people again, which I don't. Yeah, gotta build stairs for the bowmen, of course. Yep, obviously. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to do much. I mean, I can still put them over here, right? But they're not gonna do as much damage. So yeah, well, we will have to build some stairs. But we have more time. We have a bit more time left, so it's all good. There you go. Just windows all the way. And then, of course, we can do the Marlins again. The Merlins, whatever they're called. Those things. Up until there. Up until there. Then we got a corner piece right here. There you go. Perfect. Maximum strength wall. And again, they should not be able to go through here. Because of the height. You see? So that should be totally safe. Should be totally fine there.
The night is nearly here.
The night is nearly here. I am considering maybe just adding a couple of stone here. Just extra. There you go. Ooh, that actually gains the boost for some reason. Why the hell is that receiving the boost? That makes no sense. It's only 2 blocks high. Is it because of the chasm? That might be a bug. But it doesn't work there. It does work there. It does work there as well. We might have found a bug, chat. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's see. Let's make a screenshot right there. Another one. There you go. Let's see if the developers can replicate it. Alright, cool. That's very interesting. But we are going to use this bug, I guess, to our advantage. There you go. And this will be a bit more defended. Just going to put another window on top so they have visibility into this area too. But I don't have to build it any higher, apparently. Not sure why, but yeah, cool. Alright, time for the staircase now. Time for the staircase. Where is it? Here. There you go. I'ma just build it right here, I guess. There you go. Oh, I messed that up. Definitely messed that up. I need a bit of support there. There you go. Perfect. And now we can put our bowmen. Also, 2 of my bowmen have leveled up, as you can see. You can see that they are, you know, the yellow golden ones. Those are the veterans. So they have more damage and stuff already. It's pretty good. So I'm going to put 1 veteran in that corner.
Yes.
I'll put 1 veteran, I guess, back here somewhere.
Where to?
Then the other ones, I guess, in the middle. There you go.
Huh?
Approximately. Yes. Alright. I mean, that defense is probably already, like, way stronger than anything I need right now at this point in the game, to be honest. Like, this strength wall, it's probably way more than I need for this attack. Just like the other attacks earlier, like... We are doing really well. We have a great start. We really do. Get more wood over here. I don't think there's any enemies there, so I'm just gonna do it. And if there are enemies, I mean, well, we're about to find out. We'll notice. We will notice if there's enemies there, trust me. There you go, build some more homes there. Actually, let's build another one of these setups up there. Let's make that easier for myself. Let's go to blueprints. There you go. So now we have a little blueprint of that top layer there. There you go. It is going to need 2 people, which we currently don't have, but we can build it anyway, and then we'll build the filter later, I suppose. What we do have to do, though, is we have to build a little staircase. Otherwise, they can't access it. There you go. Little staircase up there. Otherwise, I won't be able to access that house or the filter later down the line. Alright, here we go. Yep, and that's the wave. There you go, the wave is done for. The first couple of waves are so easy, chat. But trust me, later down the line, this game is gonna become much, much more difficult. I mean, you also gotta keep in mind, right? I have 100 hours into this game. You know, from the campaign early access, the 1.0. So I definitely kind of know what I'm doing, right? We're doing all right. Hey there, Gallon. Thanks as always for putting that message in chat there. Will the like button finally confess its love to the subscription button? Will the notification bell finally get set to all? Like the sands through the hourglass, so are the content streams of our lives. Wow. Did you take that inspiration from Subnautica? From the ending sequence of Subnautica? The Sea Emperor? I feel like you took inspiration from that one. I'm pretty sure. It sounds very familiar. Very familiar indeed. But I appreciate it, Gallon, as always. Champion. Alright, incursion event. So these are new as well. Defeat the horrors and earn might in reward. Horror incursions are limited time opportunities that gain extra might. Send the number of military units the event requires. Once you meet the requirements, you will be able to purge the enemy of the region of enemy swarms and claim your reward. Remember to claim the reward manually. Yes, you don't get it automatically. You gotta claim it. Watch the remaining time carefully. Once the timer runs out, the event will disappear. Incursions are not a one-time event, however. Until you have conquered the 6 citadels, more horrors will soon swarm your lands. You won't be able to send squads if the expected transit time exceeds the event's remaining duration. Once the event is done, your units will automatically return to the nearest citadel. Alright, so we have this one now right here. Horror incursion. We need to send 5 troops over here, which will gain us 90 might. Let's do it. That might be useful. So let's send units to the incursion. And we'll pick just 2 lobbers. 3 of those. I honestly don't think it matters, like, which combination you send. I think it's just gonna be an instant win anyway. No, as long as you send enough of them, right? There you go. Can be completed. Ready. Trade offer. Adds 90 might. Ready. There you go. Boom. And then my troops go back immediately to the nearest citadel. Very good, very good. Varisha, way back when I was little, my mom watched a soap called Days of Our Lives. I know that show, but I know it from Joey Tribbiani in Friends. Because he was gonna host the Days of Our Lives. Oh no, he was an actor in the Days of Our Lives, right? The intro had a part that said, like, sands through the hourglass, so are the Days of Our Lives. Ah, I see. Could also be from that, I suppose. Yes. Yes. Apparently it started several years before you were born. Wow. I mean, I don't want to say you're old, but damn. The first showing was 1965. Several years before you were born, though. I get it. Alright. Cool. We've done the incursion event. Sweet. You are old, but the show's almost 10 years older than you. Well, that's good then. Let's see. Alright, that's pretty cool. So now we've done the incursion event. I think I'm actually gonna stop the stream right there. I think that will be it for a first live stream on this DLC. I know it's a bit shorter of a live stream than I usually do. Usually I try to do 3 hours, of course, if I can. But tomorrow I do have a bunch of stuff to do. And I want to make sure that I'm not too tired for them. Which also means I will not be live streaming tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow, no live stream. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I'll be back on, well, Tuesday then. Yes, I'll be back on Tuesday with another live stream of either, well, Cataclismo, the Old Kingdom, or perhaps something else. Maybe back to Skyrim or Pacopia, perhaps. We'll see. I have not decided yet. But let me know what you would like to see, I guess, in the Discord or the chat or in the community post later. So thank you guys all so much for being here, hanging out. Hope you enjoyed Cataclismo, the new DLC that is gonna release on the 20th of this month. So in 4 days, you can play this DLC for yourself. I think it's a lot of fun, but you'll have to see for yourself, I guess, if you enjoy it. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day or night. Until next time.